Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, as you guys can see up on the screen. Today we're talking about Sofi Technologies Incorporated once again, and today wasn't exactly the craziest or the most interesting day for Sofi, ticker symbol SOFI, just when you're looking at the stock price. Now, yes, today was a good day, up 1.57%. Does kind of suck that earlier in the day we were up a lot bigger than that. This thing, the intraday high today was $10.06. Super nice. Super just exciting. Good sign to see this thing touching above $10 again. But it didn't hold that. It came back down. But hey, at least psychologically, maybe we're on the right track once again. But who knows? This thing could go lower. It could go higher. No one knows where it's going to go at this point. But overall, pretty flat day, 1.57. But the bigger thing, and the stuff that I want to talk about, is some of the big news, or potential big news at least, that has come out recently regarding Sofi. That's what we're going to be going over in this video today. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. That would also be very awesome. Of course, as always, there's going to be no financial advice in this video. I'm not telling you guys to buy. I'm not telling you guys to sell. Nothing like that. Just going over some different stories, some different topics, some news, and giving my thoughts and opinions. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, Sofi had a good day today. It kind of outperformed the market, kind of didn't. It depends what index you're looking at. You have the Dow Jones up 0.74, S&P up 1.13, NASDAQ, really nice day, up 1.95%, and the Russell up 1.08. Sofi outperformed 3 out of 4 of those. The NASDAQ was the one that they did not outperform. They're either just a little bit underperforming the market or pretty significantly outperforming the market, depending on what you're looking at. I would say it's a pretty good day. I usually go off the S&P, and hey, they beat the S&P pretty handily today, so I think that's a good day. Things have been going pretty well recently, up 20% in the last 5 days, but still year to date, it's been a bloodbath, down 38%. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Getting into some of the stories, this is one of the biggest ones from the Sofi stock subreddit today. This has potential to be very bad news for Sofi. Somebody posted this on the Sofi stock subreddit. You guys should check out the fireside chat with Bank of America. A lot of great questions and answers there. But in the second to last question, Noto says they have 3.7 million members. I feel it's a pretty low number compared to quarter 4. So first, let's watch this clip. Let's see what Noto has to say.
Abilities of all those different products. We think the opportunity in front of us is enormous, even with a rising rate environment. Just given the quantity of home loans, either purchased or refinancing, that are 3.7 million members already delivered. So we're really excited about the opportunity to broaden that selection, and as we broaden that selection, we'll be able to start to market much more aggressively than we have up until this point.
So, you heard him say there that, yes, our 3.7 million members, he does say some other stuff like, hey, they're going to be able to start marketing more aggressively. He thinks that'll be great in terms of, growth and revenue production and all that stuff. And hey, Noto and a lot of other members on the Sofi team have been buying the dip. They've been buying a lot of shares at $7, $8, $9, in that range. They think this is a sound investment. They're not planning on losing money. I was going to say too much money, but I would assume they're planning on not losing any money if I had to guess. But 3.7 million members. What does that mean? And that's what got people thinking, hey, quarter 1, they added 0.430. This is million members. Quarter 2, 2021, they added 0.279. Quarter 3, 0.377. Fourth quarter, 0.523. It's a little bit up and down, but especially from quarter 2 of 2021, it's been increasing. And then all of a sudden, this number, this 3.7 in quarter 1 of 2022, this would only be adding 0.24. Now, this quarter is not over, so, there's not necessarily, doesn't necessarily mean that this is kind of dry or set in stone or anything like that. But, man, when you look year over year, you see quarter 1, 2021, where they added 0.43, and in quarter 1 of 2022, if they only add 0.24, that's going to be a bad sign. That's going to be disappointing. People are not going to love to hear that, especially when you consider, hey, NFC Championship game, Super Bowl happened this quarter, bank charter happened this quarter, a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, the world has been a little bit crazy. There's been a lot of concerns and recession and fear and stuff in the markets, and maybe that's preventing people like that. Maybe Sofi is just not having a great quarter. Who knows? But this isn't even confirmed yet at this point, but this is just something to think about. People are really diving into the fact that he said that 3.7 million number, and a lot of people are worried. A lot of people are concerned. A lot of people are scared, and especially in a market like this where stocks are getting beat down left, right, and center, you really don't want to put out some disappointing numbers right now. And yeah, some people are just kind of preparing for the worst for SoFi. Now, maybe there's an outdated number. Maybe he misspoke. Maybe he said the wrong thing. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to kind of keep an eye on that, though. So just keep in mind that that is out there. We also have this, the fact that SoFi is launching no-fee cryptocurrency purchases for direct deposit members. Very, very cool. Obviously, anything to do with no fees and trading and buying and selling all that stuff is always going to be great. That's always going to attract people. The cryptocurrency crowd maybe isn't as strong right now. We went through a crazy crypto phase. We went through a crazy NFT phase. Now it seems like both of those are kind of settling down a little bit. Crypto is still holding up pretty strong, but it's not at all-time highs. It's not, making any kind of crazy runs over the last couple months or anything like that. But again, getting this stuff set in stone for when the next crazy crypto run happens, when the next wave of a bunch of people trying to find the best place to trade crypto or buy or sell or whatever, having SoFi position themselves as a leader in that area beforehand rather than during or after is going to be how you kind of capture the most of that big run up. So this is a cool thing. Obviously, I'm a fan of no fees. Again, if SoFi wants to be kind of the one-stop shop for everything you got going on, then they need to have everything going on. No fee crypto purchases is going to be awesome. And then obviously, you're also getting the direct deposits from all these members as well by giving them that incentive, which I think is super, super cool. I think this is a game changer. We have this Galileo accelerating Latin American growth with expansion into Colombia, together with Technisys, a leading cloud native digital multi-product core banking platform. Galileo provides Latin American companies with the only end-to-end vertically integrated banking technology stack, from user interface development capabilities to a customizable multi-product banking core and ledger with fully integrated processing and card issuing available. The combination of Technisys' platform with Galileo will uniquely support multiple products, including checking, saving, deposits, lending, and credit cards, as well as future products, all surfaced through industry-leading APIs. Super, super cool to hear. I know there is a lot of people saying SoFi probably needs to focus on, domestic growth and focus on the United States and North America and really, really conquer that market. But, hey, if they are succeeding in the international market, that's not going to be a bad thing. Now, do I think Latin America is like my number one priority when I'm taking a look at SoFi stuff? No, not at all. But, hey, I don't think it's a bad thing when you have good news coming out about growth and taking advantage of opportunities in other areas. So that's cool. We also have this SoFi CEO Anthony Noto talks student loans on a new Yahoo Finance interview. And yeah, so, he does want this moratorium to get lifted. Obviously, I know he's come out and said that in the past, SoFi is going to be fine either way. His idea and what he thinks best is going to be, forgiving like $10,000 of student loan debt for everyone and then lifting the moratorium on May 1st. Obviously, the sooner that gets lifted, the more revenue and everything SoFi is going to be able to bring in. But, yeah, as I say here, you can see he's getting frustrated. COVID's not an issue anymore. Kicking the can down the road does no good. Like, come up with a plan and execute. Because right now we're caught in this limbo. We don't know if it's going to be lifted on May 1st. We don't know if it does get lifted May 1st. Great. If it doesn't, then when is it going to get lifted? It's a tough spot for businesses who need to plan ahead and to need to come up with a game plan in terms of, revenue and projections and growth and all this stuff. And it's already March 22nd. We're getting close, but hey, we'll have to see what happens there. We also have, just some memes, buying the dip, the actual dip, the dip of the dip, the dip of the dippity dip dip. Hey, like I said, at least over the last week or so, things are starting to turn around a little bit. Over the past month, we're only down 1%, and over the last 5 days, we're up 20%. So, I know a lot of people have bought the dip and the dip and the dip, but if things go how a lot of people think they're going to, or, if you bought into SoFi and you have a certain idea of what they're going to look like over the next 3, 5, 10 years, if that all plays out, you're going to be grateful that you were able to purchase shares, below $10 at some point. Now, hey, there's always a risk of this thing going to zero or it being horrible or the stock-based compensation just eating all the gains or whatever, but I'm just saying in that world where things go right, you're buying into SoFi because you think it could be something special in the future, at least I assume. And if that does happen, share price is not something you're going to have to worry about, we would all assume. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about SOFI. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date, and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, Peace.